everyone, and welcome to the Back 40 Feet, where we talk about suburban, urban, and patio gardening. And the next few videos that we're doing is on planting my root vegetable seeds, which prefer to be directly sown into the ground. And the soil temperature is a little around 55-60 degrees. And I just finished planting my beets, which would have been the last video. And now I'm going to be planting carrots and radishes. So let's talk about carrots. They really like to have very well turned over dirt, nice and loose soil, which can definitely make it a little challenging for the home gardener depending on what your soil type is. So there's three different types of carrots that you may want to consider when you're planting carrot seeds. One type is called the Nantes Carrot. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but these are your, cylindrical long carrots that you might see at the farmer's market. These grow really well for a home gardener if you have loose soil, and they're really easy to harvest and nice and sweet. The other type are called Imperial Carrots, and these are really intended kind of a little bit for commercial growing. So these are the ones that you would really see in the supermarket, the nice long tapered carrot, and they have really strong tops, so if you were harvesting them in bulk it's a lot easier, so that's kind of why they use those as industrial carrots. And it really needs deeply worked soil, which might be hard for the home gardener. If you have a rototiller, go for it. You might be fine with those. I don't. And then the last one, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, is called the Chanternays. And these are short, stubby carrots that grow wider instead of longer. And you might see them sometimes in specialty markets that they could be globe-like in shape, almost like a radish, or they can be like short and stubby. But all of these carrots are just as sweet as the others. And I'm sure that carrot connoisseurs out there are going to say, no, some are sweeter than others. But you got to grow what you can grow. And I have, New England soil that can get packed down after a heavy rain. So I'm going to go with the Chanternays. The type of carrot that I'm growing today is called Hercules. I haven't grown this seed before, but we'll give it a try. And here's a trick for those of you that have hard soil. I love radishes, and I'm going to plant some radishes. Radishes are great because you can grow them from seed to harvest anywhere from 25 days to 40 days. So nice short crop. You can plant them every 2 weeks and have a continuous crop all season. These are kind of a fun crop if you have kids that are learning gardening, because they can get sort of that instant result. 1 month doesn't seem as long to a kid as, versus a tomato that you have to wait the entire season for. So I am planting 4 different types of radishes today. Let's see if I can hold these up. Probably not. So I have 2 types of purple radishes, which have a tendency to be a little less bitter than others. Another one called Roxanne, which is a nice globe-shaped, very reliable radish. And if you're going to start anywhere with radishes, Roxanne is a really good one to grow. It's pretty foolproof, and it tastes good. And the last one's called Fuego. So this is an heirloom radish that is a kind of almost a little bit more in a carrot shape, but it's about 2 or 3 feet, listen to me, 2 or 3 inches long, and can be a nice mild radish. So this is my trick, is I plant my radishes in with my carrots. And what that does is that the radish roots that are growing break up the dirt for the carrots and help to keep the soil from compacting down when we get a rainstorm. And you just need to be really careful when you're harvesting the radish not to disturb the carrots. But why do all this work in the soil when I can have the radishes do it for me? So that's my little trick, is I plant my radish and carrot seeds together to help my carrots. And you can also space out carrot seed plantings as well. So I'll plant probably 2 or 3 sowings every 2 weeks and then call it a day. Like, it takes about 65 days from sow to harvest. So if I keep going longer than that here in New England, I'm going to have a little bit of a problem. And just like with the beets, in terms of square foot gardening, the radishes, you can have up to 16 per square foot. And for the carrots, Some people will do 16 up in a square foot. I think that's a little crowded for the carrots. So really anywhere between, I don't know, like 6 to 10 is probably all I'm going to put in a square foot. What I'll do is between the rows of radishes will be rows of carrots, because once the radishes are harvested, it'll just leave a carrot square. This may be a little hard to see, but these are carrot seeds and these are my radish seeds. So I have a row of radish, a row of carrots, and a row of radishes for my radish and my carrot patch.